Hi guys, so I got a request for a baby name video from Ashy48 here on YouTube, and she wanted me to do a video on New Year's baby names. So names of the first babies born in 2012, and there is always so much publicity on New Year's babies, the first babies born in every country or every state, and she actually sent me a link to a list of all of the first babies born in every state in the US, and I also did some research and found some of the first babies born in Canada, Australia, and Scotland, so I'm going to share some of their names with you guys. So my favorite names of New Year's babies, the girls' names, I have two for girls and two for boys, and the girls' names both came from Australia. And the first one comes from Kempsey District Hospital. She was the first baby girl born there this year, and her name is Annabeth Tulip. And I thought this combination was just adorable because Annabeth is kind of down to earth and pretty normal, and Tulip is so out there, but I think it's still usable because flower and plant names like Hazel and Ivy and Violet are so popular right now, and I think Tulip is very, very fresh sounding, and Annabeth Tulip is just adorable. And then in Geelong Hospital in Australia, the first baby born there was Victoria Louise, and I think that is just such a classic, strong, beautiful, feminine name, Victoria Louise. I love it. And then my two favorite boys' names come from the United States. The first one is from New Hampshire, and the first baby born there in this year was Vincent Andrew. And I love the name Vincent. I think it is so strong and masculine sounding. And then in Georgia, there was a little boy born named Thatcher James. And Thatcher is one of my newer favorites. Then some of the worst names. The first one comes from Kentucky, and that is Kaelin. And this would be fine, except it was spelled K''Lin. And then another one from Australia, from Warwick Hospital. The first baby born there, her name was Jasmina, and her parents couldn't decide between Jasmine and Amelia, so they just decided to combine them. So her name is Jasmina. And then probably the worst one comes from Nevada, and this little girl, I'm assuming it was a little girl, was named Envy Essence Faye. And I don't think envy is a quality that you really want your child to have, let alone name your child after, so I thought that one was pretty bad. So some of the most popular names for New Year's babies included Jackson. There was a little Jackson born in Hervey Bay, Australia, Jackson James, and his name is spelled the X way with the Jackson instead of the Jackson. And then in Montana, there was a little boy named Jackson born. And in Cowichan Valley, British Columbia, Canada, there was also a little Jackson Jordan born. And then Grace was another one that was pretty popular. In South Carolina, the first baby born was Grace Marie. In Alberta, Canada, there was a Grace Olivia. And then in Massachusetts, there was a Grace Kathleen. Aubrey was another one. In Colorado, there was an Aubrey Faith, and in Nebraska, there was an Aubrey Ann. And then Tucker, there were two Tuckers, which I was kind of surprised by, even though I included Tucker on my Hot Names for 2012 video. I was surprised that there were two New Year's babies named Tucker. In Missouri, there was a Tucker Zane, very cool. And in New Brunswick, Canada, there was a Tucker Anthony. A really interesting story about New Year's babies came out of Canada, very close to where I live actually. And Grace Olivia, who I mentioned before, was a New Year's baby of 2012, but her older brother Jack Richard was a New Year's baby of 2011. So they were born to parents Curtis and Bobby Joe, and they were a year and 4 minutes apart in age. So that'll be interesting for that family having 2 birthdays on January 1st. So if you want to take a look at the first babies born in 2012, I will put the links to some of the websites where I got my information for this video in the bottom bar, so you can go take a look at that for yourselves. And tell me what your favorites are, or what ones you didn't like, or which ones you thought were really cool. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much to Ashley48 for the suggestion to do this video. It was a lot of fun. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.